Hello, happy solar eclipse day. I hope you just heard that. Hello, so happy solar eclipse day. I'm Casey Durango of Go Keto with Casey, and I like to talk about how I've lost 97.4 pounds on the ketogenic diet, and how if you follow the same program, you may be able to lose weight, improve your health, and regain control of your life. So thank you for joining. Today's topic might seem a little odd. Keto, the eclipse, and clouds. What do those have to do with each other? Probably not that much, to be really honest. But today, I'm on the East Coast of the United States. We're about an hour and a half away from what should be the beginning of a solar eclipse. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Anyone there? Can anyone say hello? Hello, hello, hello. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Someone say hello, please. Hello? Oh, okay. I don't know whether anyone can hear me. I'm going to keep talking and see if anyone can pop in and let me know that you can. Oh, good. Thank you, Manuelera. Thank you for letting me know. Here's what I know, and I apologize. I have to do this again. Trying to get the screen that I'm looking at to jive. Okay, so eclipse, keto, clouds, what? Behind me in our kitchen, my lovely mate and I assembled giant eclipse viewers. These are like exploded out versions of what they say to do for the cereal box viewers. We don't have cereal boxes in our house, right? Because we're on keto. So we're all excited. A solar eclipse is supposed to start. We're not in the path of the totality, but we're about 85%. We're a little bit north. And guess what started happening about 15 minutes ago? The clouds started rolling in. Yep, clouds started rolling in. Oh, well, there we go. What are you going to do about that? What does that have to do with keto? Not really anything other than there are just things in your life over which you have zero control. We've made our good plans. We're prepared for the eclipse. If we can't see the eclipse, there's not a thing we can do about it. Can't wrench ourselves up about it. Not gonna, it's just, it ain't nothing but a thing, as we say here in the South. That could relate to a lot of things in life. The best you can do sometimes is prepare. Make a good plan. Try to be prepared. And then when you're knocked off your plan a little bit, and I mean your plan, when what you had thought would happen, when you're knocked off that little bit, you just have to roll with it. I mean, this is kind of a tortured analogy, I won't lie. And I'm not going to hang out here talking about this too much, because if anybody is in the path, if anybody in Oregon right now is watching me instead of the eclipse, shame on you. I hope you are watching the eclipse and not me. I'm going to keep this one short. But I do want to encourage you to count doing your best as good enough. And it sounds really trite, hopefully our parents told us, do your best, and that's all we can ask of you. And sometimes that's really is all you can do, is do your best, plan, be prepared. Giant viewers. I'm really excited about them too. And it's getting more and more cloudy outside. Drat. I am going to tie this in a little bit. On Friday's patron-only live stream, one of the patrons added, we were talking about, someone had asked and said, I'm going to, new at this, and I'm really struggling with being hungry. I have a wonky schedule that I work on the weekends, and it's really hard. So this patron shared that she's in her car a lot. So she has a cooler that she packs up with keto-compliant foods, snack foods, cheese sticks and boiled eggs and whatever else it might be. Okay, that sounds common enough. You know, be prepared with foods. Then she puts it in a trunk. I wonder, why would you do that? Then it occurred. And she said that that was the case. I think this is brilliant. She plans that if she feels like she's going to snack, she doesn't want it to be right there on the passenger seat with her or right in the console next to her. She wants to have to get out, get into the trunk, get the food, get the snack and eat. First of all, she shared that having that cooler of food, that small cooler of food, gave her security. You know, because some of us are really afraid of getting stranded somewhere without food, and we're going to get super hungry. But if you know the food's there, maybe that takes away a level of anxiety. I know that when we were planning for the solar eclipse, I was getting a little anxious. There are no glasses around to be found. They're nowhere. No, the eclipse glasses, they're sold out everywhere and have been. So it gave me security to know that we had an option. I tend to be an over planner sometimes. So we made our boxes. We had fun doing it. This woman, it gives her a level of security to know the snack food is there. But then she takes it another step and says, but I don't want it to be so convenient that I mindlessly eat. I thought that was brilliant. You know, because she's planning, first of all, for the clouds. The analogy here being, we're planning for the eclipse and the clouds show up. We never needed, you know, we don't get to see the eclipse. But she's actually planning against her own habitual behavior. I think it's very smart. Okie dokie. I do want to say hey to some of you folks who have chimed in. Okay, hey Margie. Thank you, Margie. Margie is my go-to techno person. She is so smart on the technology, and she helps me out a lot. So thank you for all your good tips. Vicki Packham, good morning. And I like Margie's emojis, which are really cute. Sunglasses, wine, and bacon. Patricia Mashburn, good morning. And Dory Lamarco made it. Hello from New Jersey. I guess New Jersey, you're way far north. You're not even bothered by the eclipse at all, right? I had another thought I was going to share. I really thought it was brilliant. Oh, well, it passed. It passed. Hopefully it'll come back around. Does anyone have anything they'd like to share? Any questions? Any comments? I'll be honest, there are not many people watching now, and that makes me a little bit happier because I hope people are actually engaged in their lives. I hope people are engaged in the solar eclipse if it's coming. If you're in that 70, 100-mile wide path across the United States, I hope you are enjoying it. And I know it's already started out in Oregon. It's on the big screen in our den. Oh, people making their viewers, I can see. And buenos dias, Luz. Buenos dias. I would love it. Okay, Doria Lamarco, love that you said not to worry about macro ratios. Ooh, and I ended up saying that word by accident. Yeah, I'll keep repeating it. This is my opinion. There are a couple of points that come up a lot, particularly at Keto After 40 with Casey. And thank you for all of you who contribute there in that Facebook group and share your knowledge and experience. It is so confusing to some people. So trying to get in calories or get in fat or how much protein. Someone asked me a little while ago, how many ounces of protein do I eat per meal? One thing, I don't eat meals necessarily in a day, and I don't eat ounces of protein usually. And if I do, I don't know what they are. So the only thing I ever really tracked was carbs. 20 a day or fewer. It worked for me. Other people need more structure. They like I love data. I love data. But the pie chart, all that stuff was not helpful to me. It was unnecessary data. Patricia Mashburn writes, your tip of setting a timer for 15 minutes to make sure you're really hungry is priceless. Thank you. I am so glad that helped. It helps me. Sometimes I still do it. And I'll do it for other things. Sometimes I need to step away from the computer. I spend a lot of my time in front of the computer. And I'll say, okay, I'm stepping away, and I'm going to step away for at least 15 minutes, and I'm going to do something totally opposite. It might be a load of laundry. It might be going out to check the fish pond. It might be to do some handwritten correspondence. But, you know, if any of you have ever seen The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, a television show, it's a funny line, she can do anything for 10 seconds. Do anything for 15 minutes, just about. I can't hold my breath. Okay, Marcia Atelier, you don't see anything yet? I'm not sure if you're talking about not seeing the video or not seeing the eclipse. Okay, Luz Diaz. It's gray here in Southern California. It's gray here too, getting grayer. Margie, does diet soda have the same effect on ketones like Pepsi Max? Diet Doctor article. I don't know the article. And I will tell you, I'm always in ketosis, and I don't shy away from any diet soda. Anything from Coke Zero to Crystal Light, to anything that's zero. So I don't know about that, Margie. I can't say, and I'm not sure the impact on ketones. I will tell you, you know what does impact my ketone level? Xylitol. It's the recommended sweetener, or the sweetener that Stephen Finney says he uses. It impacts me, and I was actually part of a very small clinical trial on that, and sure enough, it impacts my ketone reading. Cloudy here in Amarillo, Texas, too, says Sassy Life. Shanta Turner, NC girl in Richmond, Virginia. I have that fear of not having keto foods handy. You keep me motivated. Love the idea of keeping it simple. Shanta, what do you think will happen? I'm curious. This is a question, not a statement. What do you think will happen if you don't have the foods handy? Assuming you have moved over to being a fat burner, that you're not still burning glucose, what do you think will happen? Because your experience of being empty and hungry may be very different when you are burning fat for fuel than when you were burning glucose for fuel. I know it is for me. Doria Lamarco, so easy to track carbs. Trying to meet macros criteria was great. Yes, I couldn't be bothered. I'll be telling you. And Dr. Westman never told anybody to track your macros. He says you can if you want to, but it's not required. Vicky G from Southeast Washington. I bet you're going to be really happy when the eclipse is over, right? Hi from Eastern Washington. 96% totality in about 15 minutes here. So going back and forth between Casey and the eclipse, tough choice. Sister girl, you go watch that eclipse. The puny white-haired chick will be here. You go watch that eclipse. Dory Lamarco, expecting 76% totality here in about 2 hours. I think we're going to be about 85%. It doesn't look like we're going to see it, though. So you know what we'll do? My lovely mate and I, who took the afternoon off, we're going to hang out. We might binge watch some more This Is Us. We just started watching it. Oh my God, I've already cried 15 times. We might walk the dog together. We might, who knows what we'll do. We'll think of something. Lucy, as my husband's cousin came to visit me, she noticed I lost some weight. Isn't that great when people start to notice? This is a topic that came up on a group chat, a patron video chat yesterday. One of the patrons shared that her husband, who has started doing this, they went to a function and people noticed that he had lost weight. She's lost like 40 pounds. I think it was 40. And no one's noticed. You know what? And I'm going to say this, and if you're listening, you know who you are. I'm going to say, I wonder if it's that they didn't notice or they didn't say anything, and we talked about this briefly. As we were talking about it, you know, the question becomes, one thing, many people feel it is a minefield to bring up women's weight, good, bad, or anything. Have you lost weight? You would think that's a nice question, but somebody might say, why? Are you saying I needed to lose weight? You know, so I think people are hesitant to bring up weight. There's also the idea that maybe people kind of know what you're doing and they don't want to say, you've lost weight, what are you doing? Because they don't want to hear what the answer is, because they're not ready to do it. They don't want to hear, cut out the chips and the potatoes and the rice and the starches and the sugars and the fruit. Ugh. They don't want to hear the answer until they're ready. It can be disappointing when no one comments. Don't think that it means they haven't noticed. Okay? You really know something's happening when they start asking, are you doing something different with your hair? Or are those new glasses? Or something like that. The next thing is, oh my God, have you lost weight? So, congratulations, Luz. It is great when someone notices that you've lost weight. It is such an ego boost and so motivating. Shanta Turner, I think I'm still transitioning. I'm empty and hungry now. Yeah, that's a pretty good indication. If you're still hungry, if you're still kind of having intrusive thoughts of food, check to see if you're in ketosis. And I'm going to be on my soapbox a little bit here. I really want to drive home that keto sticks are perfectly legitimate, viable, reliable tools for checking whether you're in ketosis. There is a lot of weird stuff being put out there, and I'm now when people write it, particularly on the Facebook stuff, I'm asking them to cite their source because I don't know where this stuff is coming from. The keto sticks are perfectly reliable, assuming they're not expired, that they have not been exposed to air for too long, they're sensitive, and that you're not checking first thing upon a full bladder. For a part of the population, after you've been in ketosis quite a while, for some people, you can get a false negative because the acetoacetate is reabsorbed. I've been in ketosis for 3.5 years. My husband's been in ketosis for 3 years. We still both register. They are still used by most researchers who are doing medical and clinical trials. Kirby Keto, hey sister, how are you doing, child? How are you doing? Give me a thumbs up. Don't lie if you're not doing well. Give me a thumbs down if you're not doing well. Give me a thumbs up if you are. I've been thinking about you. Okay, Vicky G. Eclipse will be all over the TV news. KC Live. No, Vicky. Watch the eclipse. Unless you don't have glasses and you don't have a viewer. Do not look at the sun. Don't look at the sun. Shanta Turner, thanks. Shanta like Santa. Thank you for that correction. Shanta. I have keto strips and test in the evening instead of the morning like you recommended. And I'm going to quit wagging my finger because that is not an attractive look. I can see it in the corner of my eye as the playback is coming. Are you in ketosis, Shanta? Are you getting positive readings? Luz, I've only lost about 6 pounds in 1 month, but it was great that she noticed. What do we say? We're not saying only 6 pounds. My gosh, how many people in this room would love to have lost would love to lose 6 pounds in a month? It's not that you've only lost 6 pounds. You've lost 6 pounds in a month. Dory, use keto stick, but I want to test blood ketones like the big girls. Order Keto Mojo. Yay! I can't wait to get mine and test it. And I really like Mr. Mojo is what he likes to be called. I met him in San Diego. I like him very much. Very personable. And he's really kind of taken a big leap doing this. He and his wife, Mrs. Mojo, is what he calls her. So they're supposed to ship September 12th, Mrs. Mojo's birthday. Okay, so Shanta, good. So you're showing in ketosis, that's good. Now, the next question, and I'm talking about the hunger here. Is it actual hunger or is it habit? And I know that's a very difficult thing to answer. I know it's a very elegant difference, but it's legitimate. My friend Cindy said a great thing. She said, you know, I walked in the house and I couldn't tell whether I was really hungry or really habit. I think I love that. Am I habit or am I hungry? You know, that kind of ties into the fridge magnets that I've got. Oh, by the way, a couple of you have ordered them and they'll be going out. I have to go to the post office to mail them because they're magnets. They have to be hand canceled. Anyways, you know, it's a fridge magnet that's a picture of a fridge, and it says, "Are you here out of hunger or out of habit?" And if hunger is not your problem, food is not your answer. So is it actual hunger? Now, Shanta, here's what I'm going to say. You're not going to die from the hunger. Plow through it. Unless, if you're not hypoglycemic, plow through it. Push through. If you have not eaten enough food for your body's energy needs, that's a different story. You know, eat food if you're hungry. Just make sure you're keeping those carbs at 20 total grams or fewer, enough, whatever your level is to stay in ketosis. If you're hungry, eat. Try a couple of hard-boiled eggs and a glass of water. That'll fix you. Farmer Mima, hey, Farmer Mima in the house. And Shanta writes, low to moderate, but ketones based on strip colors. Low is ketosis and high is ketosis, and anything other than neutral is ketosis. So you're in ketosis. If you're actually hungry, eat. If you want to push it, push it. Particularly if it's the last thing at night. You're not going to die before you wake by going to bed with an empty belly. We are fortunate that way in our world. Dory Lamarco writes, thanks, didn't know the ship date. Yep, September 12th is when the Keto Mojo strips. And I want to do a little test because I use a Precision Extra and been happy with it, but the strips are pricey. So I'll be curious to see what happens, and I'll share my results with them. Shanta Turner, I keep asking that. Think it's a combo. I'm at work and would have eaten lunch by now. It is a strong. I don't want to say it's a strong. It's really hard to overcome a habit that is so ingrained that we've been eating, many of us, 3 meals a day plus 2 snacks for essentially our entire lives. And even if you're a young person, that's a lot of habit. It's very difficult to overcome that. Stick with it, Shanta. You know, maybe get yourself a cheese stick or some beef sticks or some hard-boiled eggs or a couple of olives and work that into your routine. And then I promise you, one of these days, you're going to look and you're going to say, oh my gosh, it's 3:45. I didn't even think about eating. Oh, I didn't even think about lunch. That's when you know you're onto it, when you realize you forgot to eat. Can someone share that they've experienced that and how awesome it is and how amazing? I guess awesome and amazing are two things. Hyperbole. Okay. Shanta writes, okay, thanks so much. I had 2 eggs with cheese and 4 turkey sausage patties and green tea around 8:30. Just coming off cycle, lost 3 pounds of water weight, gained back last week. Good. Now, are you eating turkey sausage because is that you don't eat beef or pork? Because I would go with the pork. Turkey bacon, turkey sausages, to me, there's not enough fat in it, and I'm losing the benefit of eating the sausage, but I know some people do not eat pork. All right, guys, it is 25 minutes after the hour, just about. And yeah, looks like lovely mate and I will be making different uses of these giant Eclipse viewers. And I hope wherever you are, you're getting a good view. It's really cool when something happens once in a lifetime. And I am gonna say this. This sounds like I'm making this up. You know, there are things that I had no interest in doing, even if they did not require me getting out. I had lost interest in life to a great degree before my moods were regulated and my body stopped hurting and I lost weight and my brain came back. Things that should have been fun, not things that required me like a high school reunion to go out and be seen as a big fat person. Things like I don't know, things like the eclipse. Before this, I might have gone, meh, who cares? And I'm sure that was some level of low-grade depression. You lose interest. And I'm so happy to be interested again. I say without hesitation that I look forward to the next day every night when I'm falling asleep. And it was not always that way. I had lost interest in the next day. I had certainly lost interest in my own self. And it's back. And it's not because I lost weight, which is great and fun and all that. But it's not been about the weight. It quit being about the weight for me about 50 pounds ago. Maybe 45 pounds ago. I was thrilled with weight loss. I was over the moon with the other benefits. So revel in things. Or look, or know that if you're not quite there yet, you will be there. When you will start reveling in stuff that you would quit giving a crap about. That could be everything from going to a 4th of July fireworks display to watching an eclipse to celebrating someone else's kid's birthday. Anything. Going to book club. Camping. Things that you just didn't want to do because you just didn't feel like getting off your sofa. And that is, again, no judgment there. That is not a statement of anything other than I've been there. To say this is life-changing is too weak a statement. It is life-returning. My life has been returned to me, but more than that, I've returned to my life. Okay, guys? Hold, please. Natch?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm looking over because we're watching it on the big screen. Natch is my lovely mate's in the other room. Where is that?
That is in Madras, Oregon.
Madras, Oregon. It's like a sliver. It's like a crescent moon, except it's the sun. Exciting. Okay, I'm so happy for the people who are able to see it. Okay. Okay, Shanta just didn't like the pork patties. I tried, usually it's bacon. Cool. Holly Tova, I'm starting to feel interested in myself again. Isn't that great, Holly? And Holly, are you new? Because I don't know that I recognize your name. And I hate it when my hair goes flat in the back. Yeah, being interested in yourself, being interested in your life. Being, my hair is a constant disaster. I'm sorry. It's a constant disaster. I shave my head. Oh, good. Holly, you're new. Welcome. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. And I'm going to lean back one more time. Wow, that is really exciting. I'm going to start to wrap up, guys. Okay, because I'm going to go watch some of the eclipse with Lovely Mate. Does anyone have anything they want to say or share or challenge that you have found or triumph that's happened? Several people on the patron chat had just hit new lows. That is fantastic when that happens. Love hearing that. I am myself, I'm this close to another new low. It's been a minute since I've had a new low. And I count them 1/10 of a pound at a time. I'm very close. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Okay, I'm just going to read here for another few minutes to see if anyone has anything they want to share. Beverly C. Writes, enjoy and thank you. Thank you very much. Back to you. Okay, I'm going to kind of wrap it up. I think we have people peeling off, and I think that's great. Either go watch the eclipse or watch coverage of the eclipse, or go take a walk. Try to do something extra or movement-wise that you did not do yesterday, even if that is just walking around the block. Adios, adios, Luz, al orden. Have a great one. Enjoy. Re-enter your life. It's a good place. Halitova, heading outside to walk. Ciao, bellas. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.